The WWE Universe is still buzzing with electricity after one of the most unexpected and conversation-dominating backstage moments in recent memory, a moment that took place on Valentine's Day yet had nothing to do with flowers, chocolates, or candlelit dinners, and everything to do with the kind of raw charisma and magnetic energy that only professional wrestling can deliver. Fans were treated to what was meant to be a harmless, light-hearted video package on Monday Night Raw, where superstars were asked about their first celebrity crushes, a simple question designed for laughs and relatability, but what unfolded in the middle of that clip has already set social media on fire and has become the subject of countless theories, memes, and speculative threads. The spark came when Jey Uso, riding the incredible high of his career-defining Royal Rumble victory, crossed paths with none other than Rhea Ripley, the Judgment Day's fearsome enforcer, a figure who has become one of the most dominant and captivating presences in WWE today. The interaction was brief in time but enormous in impact, the kind of blink-and-you-miss-it moment that somehow carries more weight than a scripted segment, because it felt raw, unscripted, and authentic. As Jey walked through the backstage corridor, his aura radiating confidence and momentum, he found himself face to face with Ripley. She leaned back casually, her arms folded across her chest, her smirk sharp and knowing, exuding that signature mix of power and playfulness that has made her one of the most must-watch superstars on the roster. Jey, a man who has never shied away from confrontation or charisma, locked eyes with her, sized her up with a grin, and let out his now iconic battle cry, "Yeet." But this was no ordinary yeet. It carried an edge, a surge of energy, a spark of challenge as though it was being delivered directly to Ripley in a way that instantly turned a casual greeting into something fans couldn't stop talking about. In response, Ripley, unshaken and completely in control, tilted her head, smirked even more, and with a mix of command and playfulness that only she could deliver, answered back with a sly, "Mommy yeet." It was 2 words, but those 2 words ignited a firestorm. Within minutes, Wii's social media feeds were flooded with fan reactions, memes, GIFs, and speculative comments, as if the WWE Universe collectively realized they had just witnessed a lightning-in-a-bottle moment that could grow into something much larger. Fans immediately began spinning theories about what it all meant. Some joked that this was the real Valentine's Day story WWE needed, suggesting storylines where Jey Uso and Dominic Mysterio would go head-to-head in a battle for Rhea Ripley's attention. Others declared it a game-changing interaction that might set the stage for a shocking alliance or feud between Jey Uso and the Judgment Day. Many pointed out that WWE rarely lets moments like this happen by accident. Every second of camera time, every exchange, every word spoken is usually deliberate, and if this clip made it online, there is a high chance it was meant to plant seeds for something more. Fans were quick to note that Jey Uso has already crossed paths with Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damian Priest in the past, but adding Rhea Ripley to the mix could elevate the stakes tenfold. Imagine Jey closing in on a victory over Judgment Day only for Ripley to step into the ring, arms crossed, daring him to act. Would Jey hesitate? Would he press forward? Would Ripley manipulate the entire scenario to swing things in her faction's favor? The tension writes itself, and the WWE Universe knows it. Theories only grew wilder as fans considered the possibility of a love triangle involving Jey, Rhea, and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic has always been fiercely protective of Ripley, treating her like royalty even though their relationship has never been formally defined on-screen. But what happens if Jey Uso edges too close? Would Dominic summon the courage to step up and defend Ripley's honor, or would he crumble under the pressure, looking weak in front of the woman he calls Mommy? WWE could easily craft a storyline where Ripley herself is forced to make a choice, creating weeks of tension, drama, and unpredictability that would dominate Raw and SmackDown. And if WWE really wanted to lean into the drama, they could spin this into mixed tag team chaos, pairing Jey with someone like Bianca Belair or Becky Lynch against Ripley and Dominic, a clash of charisma and dominance that would bring arenas to their feet. But what makes this all so compelling is that Rhea Ripley has proven time and again that she is a master at creating sparks out of the smallest interactions. She has had stare-downs with Roman Reigns, teasing the idea that she could stand toe-to-toe with the tribal chief himself. She has had subtle flirty moments with Solo Sikoa, making fans wonder if she might ever link herself to the bloodline. Every time Ripley crosses paths with someone outside Judgment Day, it feels like a potential storyline waiting to explode. This Valentine's Day exchange with Jey Uso was no different. It was proof that Ripley can steal the spotlight anywhere, anytime, and turn a casual moment into the most talked about segment of the week. Now the big question looms: where does WWE take this? Is it just a fun little Valentine's Day Easter egg that fans will laugh about and move on from? Or is it the opening chapter of a storyline that could change the trajectory of Jey Uso, Rhea Ripley, and even Judgment Day as a whole? Could Jey Uso be the first to pull Ripley's focus away from Dominic Mysterio, causing cracks within Judgment Day? Could this ignite a feud that propels Jey into an even bigger spotlight as he takes on one of WWE's most powerful factions? Or, in the most shocking twist, could it lead to an alliance that nobody saw coming, an alliance that reshapes the landscape of WWE in ways fans can barely imagine right now? What's clear is that WWE fans are hooked, waiting eagerly for the next sign, the next clue, the next interaction that might reveal where this is all headed. The clip may have lasted only seconds, but its impact has been massive, dominating conversations, sparking speculation, and reminding everyone that in WWE, sometimes the smallest unscripted feeling moments can lead to the biggest storylines. Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley may not have touched in the ring, they may not have spoken more than a few words, but with just a smirk, a yeet, and a mommy yeet, they lit the WWE universe on fire and set the stage for possibilities that fans will be talking about for weeks, months, or maybe even years to come.